It is about bribery, corruption, screwing around, murder, in short anything that tabloids could feast on. Hello everybody. I just come out of a planning meeting. A meeting I had with the other members of the Culture Lovers channel. We are quite busy with all kinds of things, and I would like to use this episode to update you on some of them. Don Quixote, for instance, has succeeded to get in touch with Procopius from the 6th century. They are preparing a session or two based on Procopius's secret history. Procopius was the main historian at the court of Emperor Justinian. You probably would think, wow, that will be boring. But his secret history is quite different than normal history books. It is a book in which he openly shares what he thinks about Emperor Justinian, his wife Theodora, and Justinian's main general Belisarius. It is about bribery, corruption, screwing around, murder, in short anything that tabloids could feast on. The other thing that we would like to share is that we know now that our camper will arrive in the Netherlands in the upcoming weeks. That doesn't mean we can use it right away. They warned us already, there is a shortage of mechanics, so we'll need to do some juggling to get our upgrades implemented. We will need to find a way to swiftly have an LPG tank put under the camper, put solar panels on top, add a lithium battery, etc. We have already accepted that to some extent the schedules of the mechanics will dictate what is possible in the months to come and what isn't. Therefore, before we make a planning, let's wait until we have our camper and have spoken to the mechanics who have to do the work. With regard to trips, we currently only have committed ourselves to go to the Ural Festival on the island of Terschelling. We have made reservations for the ferry and a camping place, and our membership with Ural has been renewed. This trip is scheduled for mid-June. We realize that this kind of trip is not the most typical one for doing with a camper. However, we long for a bit of culture, and Ural would be just perfect. Nature, wind, sun, and lots of theater. Yes, we assume Corona won't be around this summer. What our plans will look like after Ural is completely in the mist. Currently, we anticipate that we'll be exploring destinations within 500 kilometers from home this autumn. These could be in Germany, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, and of course the Netherlands. Ideas like visiting Aachen, the city of Charlemagne, Trier, the city of Constantine I, Domremy, the birthplace of Joan of Arc, and the Abbey of St. Hildegard are on the table. We also came to the conclusion that 2023 is likely to be a good year to execute on the plan we originally had for 2022, that is, to go and visit some of the many cultural festivals in Spain. Now, what does this mean for the vlogs on this channel? I guess that it is pretty simple. We will continue to share information on how we are preparing for the trips we intend to make. In practical terms, this means that Don Quixote will continue to make reports that provide an historic context to the areas that we hope to visit, while I provide updates on how we prepare our camper and ourselves for these trips. This all in a context where the owners try to improve on how they bring this to YouTube. Okay, that was our short update for this week. Next week I expect that the session will be hosted by Don Quixote and Procopius. Leaves me to say that we appreciate your comments, suggestions and of course your subscription. Okay, see you next week.